Good morning, good day, good evening, whatever time or place you're looking at this video. 5 minutes of fun. It's a rainy day. There's a gun range maybe 5 miles from me. So the popping that you're hearing, that you hear, is artillery rounds coming in fast and heavy. Today I just want to have a more general conversation about protecting your ideals. None of it is really rocket science, but it's just things that you have to think about depending on what you want to do. And one common theme that I tell you over and over and over again, or that I share with you, I don't really want to be labeled as telling you to do anything. I give you recommendations and I give you things to think about so that your content can be in a better position to make moves. So I just got my hair retwisted. I'm trying to keep it from getting wet. But protecting your ideals. I think the number one thing that you should do, which is easier now really than ever, is just put it in some type of permanent medium. If you just do that step, that one step, you're about 80% further than a lot of people that verbalize a concept and then almost immediately start talking about the concept with other people. And then other people start, quite naturally, if they love you, if they like what you do, they're going to offer their input. And if you've not established originality of the concept in terms of it coming from you, then now you possibly position people that provide input as co-writers, co-creators. So, and if that's what you want to do, if you want a collaborative effort, that's fine. But again, what do you want? How do you want to position your content? My recommendation is that if you come up with an original concept for content, the first thing you should do is put it into a permanent medium. And by permanent medium, I mean you can, of course you can write it down. I always love writing stuff down, even if it's in rough form. Now you can longhand write it. That's fine. Then you can take pictures of it, and when you take pictures of it, it's gonna time code it. You can use your camera phone. That's a rough and ugly method. But if you can type, that's even better. Just type it out. If you know how to use Microsoft Word or Pages or Google Docs, just write that stuff down. Just write the concept down. I don't really care about how silly you think it might be. Well, It ain't really to that level yet that I think I need to write it down. Okay, well, excuse me, if that's your opinion, then keep the concept to yourself and don't tell people about it until you get it to the level that you think is something worth writing down. All right? And it's not that I'm not telling you to be paranoid. That's not the energy that I'm coming from. My energy is you were gifted a concept. You received a download. Now, what are you going to do with that download? Is this download something from a creative standpoint that can take care of you and your family? Is this download something that will be positioned so that your grandkids can benefit from it? That's the way I look at content. Everybody doesn't look at content that way, but that's the way I always look at content. So I treat every piece of originality as a treasure that should be protected, that you are a steward over. So that's my mindset when I think about things. So the 5 minutes of funk is, once you have a concept of content, original content, write it down. Even if you make an audio recording, most of our smartphones now have audio recorders on them. That recorder can timestamp when that recording is made. Now, of course, you can take the extra step, and I always recommend this, of registering your concept with the Copyright Office. But the true matter of it is that you control the copyright as soon as you make it transferred into a permanent medium. You own that copyright. Now, the copyright is much more valuable, again, when you federally register the copyright with the Copyright Office. But the fact is, you still own the copyright. Now, when you bring other people in, you have a context of how they're coming in, and you know how you're prepared to label them based on their contribution to your content, and the operative word being your content. So if you want to bring them in as a co-writer, if you want to bring them in as a work for hire, if you want to bring them in just to edit, all those things now make more sense, and they are more clearly defined because we've established your ownership in the content. Okay, this message is getting long. This 5 minutes funk is turning into 10 minutes of funk, but that's the thought for today. You guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the other side.